Hello everyone, doing something a bit different today. I've left Wales and I've come to England in a place called Port Sunlight, which is a little village on the Wirral. I don't know much about Port Sunlight, but all I know is that there's a little village here which was created by Lever Brothers. Lever Brothers are a factory that make washing powder, and many years ago they used to make soap called Sunlight Soap. So they make washing powders now and fabric softeners, and it's sold, all over the world, all the different things. And they created a little village called Port Sunlight for the workers that used to work in the factory. So there's houses, shops, I think there's a little theatre and a church, and we're going to go and have a look. I've been here before in the car. It's not far from where I live on the train, so I've got the bus from North Wales to Chester, then on the train to Chester, the Liverpool train, and got off at Port Sunlight. And it's not far in the car, it's about half an hour or so. So let's take a look around. Here we go, this is it, here look, Port Sunlight. The centenary, 1888 to 1988 it says there. And it's got the old steam trains. Oh look, and even trams, they must have had trams here as well. And whether you can see that because the light's on it. And down here, and there's a bus, the Clatterbridge Hospital. So this is just got off the train here. We've got a little bookshelf there. Book exchange. Read a book, bring it back, I should put one of there. And you can donate books as well, which is really good. Let's go and have a look outside. There is a map. So where we are, that's where we are. I've got sunlight on the map. Whee. Let's go and have a look around, folks. Oh, it's very nice out here. Black and white buildings. Like a little church over there.
Oh, should we go after that? Yeah.
Some tea rooms. Oh, that looks quite nice. That's open as well. Look at the wall after. Look at that, and the wrist stall. You don't see many of them anymore. Telephone boxes, there's two over there.
We should have a little mooch around, then come back for something to eat, and then have a mooch around. Yeah.
So I'm here with my two friends today. So they're going to show me around where the different things are.
Which, lead the way then, Maggie. I think they filmed an episode, just a little scene of Peaky Blinders.
Did they?
In one of these houses.
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Peaky Blinders.
No, don't say, because I don't know for sure.
Well, they've heard you now anyway. If anyone knows about that, Peaky Blinders being filmed at Port Sunlight, let us know in the comments.
I think it was a woman's house. I don't know her name.
Look at these houses here. So this is the washing powder village, as I call it.
Right, where do you want to go?
Right then, what have we got on the board, Miss Ward?
Where should we go first, Maggie?
Wow, look, we've got Railway Inn, Lady Lever,
Where do you recommend, Maggie, to go
Lever
first?
House,
It's all
Bridge
nice.
Inn, the church. Wow, oh, even a museum as well, look. Have you been in there? Is that any good?
Yes, it's very good.
Well, we want to be back here for about, what, one-ish?
One-ish.
Oh yeah, for the TV.
Yeah, so we can't go far, can we? Should
No.
we just
Well,
have a
you know
walk
your way
down?
around, so there you go. There's quite a lot of things to do here. There you go. I'll let you can pause that so you can have a look. Hopefully you can read. So there's museums and all different things and little houses and memorials. So we're going to have a look now. So this is the, I call it the washing powder village, obviously, because it was all done by the Lever Brothers. And sometimes when you go round, you see old signs with Sunlight Soap on. Because it's the where the Lever Brothers they made the soap, and this is Port Sunlight. Now they do the washing powder. Can't remember which brands they do now. Whether it's Ariel or Surf or whatever. comfort and all that. Because there's a couple of different brands that do washing powders. But anyway, here we go. Now look down here in these gardens here.
Find out after what episode it was and I'll have a look at it. Oh, look at those. Are they azaleas, Maddie?
I think so, yeah.
They're nice, aren't they? Look, some nice flowers there, boys and girls. Wow. Steps are a bit uneven. There's some more nice plants there too. I've no idea what they are. Not very good with gardens. Oh, there we go. A little look around that tree there. Funny shape. There's a funny shaped tree in it. And look in the background, the little terrace towers is all black and white. Wow. It's so quiet as well here. Kind of birds tweeting away in the trees. Nice green spaces as well. There's a squirrel. Oh yes, I can see. There's a squirrel just over there in the trees. Looking for some tasty food to eat for his lunch. There he is, just a squirrel. He's watching. Got any food for us?
Oh, you know what my son said to me?
There he is. In and off up the hill. Got a bridge here. Oh, let's just look at this bridge. Wow. Got plenty of seats to sit. Some more old buildings over there. Look. It's got like on the bridge, like half a sundial on the bridge.
Should we have our picture taken by the bridge?
Yeah?
Not on your...
Not on you, no, not on there.
And the clock up there. It says 3 o'clock, but I think it's a bit wrong. Something past 12 now. We're on a Friday. Lovely weather today. It's not cold. And it's not raining for a change. Some more blossoms on these trees here. Have a look at the bridge. This side it's got a face on it. The other side that I have is like sundial type picture on it. Here we go, let's have a look at this building here. I'm not sure what it is, but I saw with the clock on it. Lots of these black and white houses dotted about. See quite a lot of this kind of architecture in Chester. The Roman city. Most of the buildings are Victorian there in Chester. Not as Roman as people think they are.
Training classes. Yeah. She was the worst behaved pop there. Oh yeah.
Nice little walk and some plenty of dogs.
Hello, say that. I'm quite
Good space for walking your dogs. There's some more plants. Daffodils there and some Not sure they are top, like blue, purpley flowers.
Done.
A little bit of history here for you, an overview. So the Lever Brothers factory, later part of Unilever, established the model village of Port Sunlight in 1888 to house workers at the Sunlight Soap factory. This move was part of William Lever's version of providing workers with decent housing, amenities and welfare provisions, which he termed as prospective sharing the village with its high architectural standards and community facilities, becoming a thriving example of its industrial paternalism. A little bit of history there for you. So the village was created in 1888. Little look at the gardens down there. So look at these houses over here, look. How pretty they are. So the Lever Brothers and Sunlight Soap. William Lever and his brother James Darcy Lever founded Lever Brothers in 1885 and began producing the Sunlight Soap in Warrington. The company's growth led them to construct a new factory at Port Sunlight in 1888. And this is the village of Port Sunlight. Imagine living in one of these houses. They look quite big, to be fair, don't they?
Yeah. And not
Little gardens at the front. So, Lever believed that providing good housing along with cultural and recreational activities would contribute to a happy, healthy and productive workforce. He also considered it a form of prosperity sharing where workers benefited from the company's success through improved living conditions. So imagine that, look, working in the factory and having one of these houses. There's another big building over there, not sure what that one is. Let's zoom in.
Where are we headed now, Maggie? I don't know, to be honest, I get lost.
Let's turn around. This is Bath Street. So that says there, Bath Street.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's a swimming baths included in this complex. Port Sunlight evolved over time with the construction of buildings like the Lady Lever Art Gallery, which Lever built to honour his wife and showcase his art collection. So that is still here today, the Lever Art Gallery. So we'll see if we can fit as much in as we can on our trip. The Lever Brothers eventually merged with other companies to form Unilever, and Port Sunlight remains a historic part of the company's heritage.
Down there. Yeah.
Because now they've joined with Unilever. I think they dabble in the food industry now, I'm not too sure. And beauty products as well. I know Unilever do like things like Nivea and stuff, I think, don't they, and other products.
Yeah, we went for our tea. Last time we came, we went to do the breakfast.
So let's see what we can see around. Some more of these lovely houses here. Lots of green space here as well. And there's even a pub just over the road there. There's a little pub there across the way. See what that's called. Look at these houses here. Got little heart shapes built in on the fronts. This over here. I wonder if these they look like the original doors. Look, because they've got two post boxes, letterboxes one vertically and one horizontally. Because this must be listed buildings, not sure, because if they are, they won't be able to change much, depending on the grade, I suppose. Oh, the Bridge Inn, this is called. Everybody been here to the Bridge Inn? Anyone had any food, drinks? Let me know what it's like. Like I said, I've been here in the car, driving around, and I've been past it on the train, but you can't see much on the train. When you go to Liverpool, it's just a stop 2 seconds and then off you go again.
Yeah, so the museum's that way, so should we go there after we've had something to eat?
Yeah, we're going to go to the museum after lunch, apparently. So the museum is just down there. It's quite a big village, so it must have been a big factory to work in. That's Church Drive. Over there, Church Drive. More houses down there as well. So we've got Gladstone Theatre, got the museum, there's a church, there was a hotel, and the Dell. That must have been where we were before then. Nice little walk there. A bit more busier on this road. Not busy, but you know, there's a few cars. Ooh, it's quite warm now. You ask Alexa how the weather's doing, and she gives you the temperature, but I think it's more than what she actually says. And apparently it's not going to rain until 9 o'clock tonight, so by that point I'll be home. So yeah, Port Sunlight is basically on the Wirral, not far from Liverpool, I suppose. And it didn't cost much on the train. Because from where I live you can get a return on the train, or you can get the bus and a train. I think we've just come round in a circle now because they seen the train going over the bridge. So yeah, so we returned from Chester. Cost me £6.40 on the train to here from Chester for an adult return. So that's not bad, £6.40. So it's only, I think it's a couple of quid more to go to Liverpool. So there's a conference and function suite over there. That looks like quite a big building. That's called Hume Hall. Maybe that's where they had little entertainment for the villagers, maybe. Like dancing or whatever they and stuff like that they used to do in the evenings. There's a cafe in there as well, look. You know what it says. Wow, look. More greens, but it looks like bowling greens. Yeah, I think that's bowling greens. Because the grass is so like smooth and flat, and there's a guy over there who's got balls up. He's by himself, but look, it's very clean here. There's no rubbish strewn about, and there was a garden centre over there as well. Wow. There's a garden centre as well. And look at these houses. These are a bit bigger, I think, than the other ones, but look at the plants growing up the sides. Must have had some money, this Levers family, to build all of this, because back in the day it would have cost loads of money. Even today, they're a bit expensive to buy. So you're at the crackle, I'm just carrying a bottle of water because it's quite warm today. Yeah, the fella there playing bells by himself. Why not? Nice weather for it. These ones look like, I think just one house. This one's built in 1891, it's on the top. $18.91. Does anybody work at the Lever Brothers factory? Ever worked at the factory? Even today, Unilever? Let us know in the comments what it was like, or anyone lived around here. There you go, over there you've got the church hall. Wow, look at that. There's your church hall. Church hall, there you go. So this must be, is this the church then? It's quite big. I wonder if there's a school around here for there's kids. No, look as we go around, eh? There's another, looks like a pub or something there. Yeah, oh, look at these houses here. Wow. One's over there. Yeah, they're like in, some of them are, looks like it's a detached house, I'm not sure, but they were for the high up workers in the detached houses, maybe. If they are detached houses, that is. So let's have a look what's down here. Ah, this is the bridge, folks. The one we walked under before. So this here, oh, it's got 1895 on there, on the drain pipe. So what is this then? Lyceum Club. Oh, so it's not a church then. You can't go in now. Can you see that, folks? The Lyceum Club. It's gone 3 o'clock apparently. Yeah, I think they need to sort the clock out. It's a wrong time on it.
Midnight. 12 o'clock?
So it's open until 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
On a Friday and a Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, shame. No trains at that time, is there?
We can have a little nosy later though, can't we, when it's open?
Oh, is it? What time is
At
it
2
open?
o'clock.
Alright, so we'll have a look in there. Last time we were down there before, in the gardens.
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
It's where we've just come from.
The cafe.
Oh, okay
Go
then.
back up to the cafe.
We're going to go and check out the cafe now. There's a bridge over the top. Okay guys, let's go down the steps to the cafe. Look at these here, look. So I wonder if there's anything under this bridge. Got hair blowing about. Oh, these steps. A bit uneven. Let's go and check out this cafe then for lunch. I'm not really, I had a sausage roll this morning. I was waiting for the bus. Sayers across the road from the bus stop, so that's all I've had today. Let's go see what they've got here in the cafe. These are nice, aren't they? Blossoms on the tree. We're going back on the so we're going in a full circle. Looked at some of the houses. So we're going to go in the museum later on after lunch. And maybe see if we can get in the church or some other places. Huh, and the bins, 1988. So I suppose I was wondering if this has always been like a little garden area, maybe then, for the workers to come in, sit and or have a walk. See if you can find any more history out as well. There's quite there's an old train station not far from here, Hadlow Road, and it's got the old metal plaques they used to have on the walls for their advertisements, and there are some made Sunlight soap on, which was made here in Port Sunlight by the Lever brothers. That's a nice little place to go, Hadlow Road, the old train station on the Wirral. There's a cafe there as well, so you can get yourself something to eat. And the old train station, and you can walk as well along the Wirral Way path. So here we go. Here we are at the tea rooms.
They've even got working telephone boxes.
Yeah, telephone boxes, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And let's have a look what's the cipher on the post box. ER. Is that the Queen? I've been looking at some of these people on Facebook about the old post boxes, telling you what the ciphers mean on each one. Not an old one though. And look, and even they work. Working phone boxes. Sometimes there are no phones in them, or defibs in them. Wow. Here we are, let's have a look. It's going nice in there, doesn't it? So there's your telephone boxes. So we're going to have a look in here now, are we? So there's a table, Margaret. Oh, it's boiling, isn't it?
What kind of coffee do you want? Do you want a cappuccino? Because the kids are fussy and they don't like stuff, and I just think it's just a black coffee. Black Americano. We asked them in a takeaway.
Lots of different knickknacks in the cafe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And either sit outside or we can walk down like there and sit in there.
So we're in this cafe, and we've got this fireplace here. Look at that, folks. I wonder if that's an original. The tiles on there. I've got a fireplace like this at home, but it's a reproduction one that I got cheap off Facebook. I love the old Victorian fireplaces. And the clock and the books. Yeah, so this is just as you go to the toilets in the cafe. Little Victorian fireplace. Some of the pictures on the wall, look.
Yeah, right down the bottom of the hallway.
Here's the menu, we do drinks. Breakfast till 12, so we missed that on the breakfast.
I can't decide.
I think I'm going to go for a sandwich or a toasty, I think.
A jug.
We do jacket potatoes in here as well.
Yeah.
And do afternoon tea for warm, which is quite good. Here we go, soups,
because they come up with all these
sandwiches.
you know, and it's all like the shabby chic, which I love.
Victorian
And
afternoon
one of them,
tea.
instead of it,
And like a cake stand with all the different cakes and sandwiches in that one. Or you can have an afternoon tea for one, which is £11.50
Of it.
I don't
with
know.
sandwich tea and then either cake or a scone and jam. Sounds good, doesn't it?
I don't know much, but I'll show you.
But you know, it's a really pretty
Yeah.
Desserts
and
as well.
you can find them, you know, in places,
Children's
can't
menu
you?
there.
Yeah. You know, everybody has parties, don't they? And I thought, you know, a lot of people
And a little bit of history there about tea as well. The menu here, just a cafe, even flavoured teas. So I think I'm going to go for a sandwich, I think.
And we'll have a cold drink, I think. So.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we're not going to have a
Yeah, afternoon tea for one.
orange juice.
Right, here we go, here's the
Very
tea.
good.
Because of the tea cozy on, look. In the teapot. And it's loose tea in there.
My nanny used to have those.
Can't really show you much because it's all stupid
My
up.
nanny used to have those. I think somebody
Oh, the lid back on there. Oh no, the lid. Oh, there you go. We've got tea strainer here, look.
There's dolphins.
Let's give us tea well then.
We even used to have a knitted dolly over our toilet rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, the tin, to the teapot. There we are. A teapot down.
People do.
This teapot is for two people to share.
You've been looking at or talking
Okay.
about. Sometimes
Right.
it comes up on your news feed
Hang on.
and it had like, I must have been.
And if you've
looking
got a
at
dairy allergy, they
something
do
and it had,
oat
like,
milk as well, which is good.
It's back in your bathroom and I thought, no, you're not.
I don't put the tea strainer now, do I?
You would, it's not hygiene.
Pass it on. There you go.
And then
I said to Candy,
For me, I like it nice. Okay.
and control it.
I got a cup of tea and I've ordered a toasty.
I said, why do you always leave the toilet seat up? He went, why do you always leave it down? I was like,
Not a bad cup of tea, that.
Callum does it.
I haven't had loose tea for a long time. My granny used to have it when she was alive back in the 80s. But I thought that she strained it probably. There was usually tea leaves in the bottom of the cup. That's quite a good cup of tea, that. Let's see what toasty is like when it comes.
Some of these kids that are going to school.
So here we have my bacon, brie and caramelised onion toasty. I've got crisps, some salad and some coleslaw with it. Wow. It's nice, let's give it a taste. Here we go.
What has she got? Ham, cheese and pickle?
Bacon, I think. Is it bacon?
Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Bacon brie.
Oh, yeah. I could have had that.
That was good. Bacon, brie and caramelised onion.
That's one of my favourite cheeses.
Very nice.
Do you remember when I used to bring the crackers? Crackers, brie, grapes, all that.
Was it me that used to scrutinise you or somebody else?
I think that's
Go,
good.
what have you got today? Was it me?
Here in the tea rooms, it put sunlight. So we go folks, I've gone for a chocolate fudge cake warm with cream. It's got that, isn't it?
Eh?
Chocolate fudge cake. I'm going to give it a whirl now, see what it tastes like. Eh? I'm going to pour my cream on first.
That's right.
Oh, it's quite a big piece of cake as well, isn't it?
Big slice, actually.
Look at the
It is,
fork.
isn't it?
Flash fork.
It wasn't close now, Maggie.
Very nice.
Stay open later. Very nice. Unless it's just the winter months, maybe they close earlier.
They have ice cream or cream with it. I've gone with full cream. Very nice. There we go. Cake. Chocolate. So there we are, boys and girls. This is the tea room. Just been in. I think I've done now for the day. I think I eat another thing. That's me toasty, me tea, me chocolate cake. And the pot of tea was huge, even though it was 2 people to share. 3 or 4 cups out of that each. So we're off now, go and see what we can find. So it wasn't too bad in there. I think it's about £16, just over 16 quid each. We had a sandwich, the drink and a cake. Some places you pay more than that, but there you go. Here's some of the old houses now. Let's see where we're going to go next. See if we can get in the museum. I think you have to pay to get in. We'll have a look how much it is.
Did you hear what I said? Make sure that anyway. I'm looking now. And she went,
Here we go. Firing up the bridge cottage. Artwork by Emma Rogers. Jacob Chan, Johnny Vegas and more. I wonder if it's the Johnny Vegas. That must be like art gallery in there. We're going to cross the road now, boys, girls. Oh, this place is open now. Let's have a look what's inside. This is the Lyceum Club. And we're going to have a look inside the Lyceum Club. 1895 there, it's got on the side. So this is the Lyceum. Let's have a look then.
What's it game of pool?
Have a see, it's like a bar. Let's have a look. And they get you in close. So we've got a pool table in there. And there's a like a 1950s looking what do you call them, record things? With the records in. TV in there, tables. It's like a little social club bar type thing. Jukebox is the word I was looking for. Wow. There you go, there's a Lyceum Club. Look at some pictures here. What have we got? Pictures of Birkenhead there, South Park Road South. We've got North Station of Birkenhead there. Victim of the Bebington ground disaster. It was the funeral of the Bebington Railway. Oh, there you go. Anybody knows any history on that? The Bebington ground disaster railway. What else have we got? There's loads of pictures. Birkenhead North Lodge. And we've got Victoria Birkenhead. Let's carry on outside. Oh, it smells like swimming baths. Where have they gone now? Down that way. So that was the Lyceum Club. Quite big place. Look at that, the big fancy windows. The Lyceum Club. And we are back at the bowling green. Seen 2 lads before. Got themselves a couple of our drinks and came and sat down here. We're game of bowls, quite a few people are playing. I wonder if this is all part of the Lyceum Club then. It's huge. That was just a small little bit that we've seen. A little bar area with the sports on the telly and the jukebox. A little wooden hut over there. I don't know what that's used for. Got defib outside.
You don't realise. And then one day you'll go to do something that you normally do and you think, God, I can't do that anymore.
So we've got a Rose Towers here. This is Cross Street.
Do you know what I mean? If you have the money to pay for it all.
And there's the gardens down there where we were before. Look at these fancy windows.
As a whole is laughed. People say they're laughter lines and that shows what a good life we've had. And in my case it was true because mine started when I was 40. Oh God. But this last year, I think it's always
Keep up the gardens nice here with the plants. Right, we're going to go down this way now, a different route. This is called Church Drive.
these youngsters of today, you know, why they want this.
Look at these flowers here, look at these flowers. Pretty flowers, aren't they? So we're still here in Port Sunlight in the Leavers village. Leaver Brothers, a factory who made Sunlight soap and went on to make washing powders and fabric softeners and various other things, and then they joined up with Unilever and they branched out into other products as well now. I think they do food, not sure, and beauty stuff as well. This is the village that we're in that the Leaver Brothers built for their workers, so to have a good life, a house, a job, and lots of amenities as well. There's plenty of places to eat and drink. There's a theatre and a museum, and over there there's a graveyard. If we can get across, we can go and have a look.
Encouraging youngsters.
It's a big church.
Yeah.
This woman, I need some kids to commit suicide. I know, because of trolls and high. I know, this woman, she's nice.
Let's have a look in the church. The graveyard there.
And she,
Huge church, look at that.
and she went, oh, you'll have to excuse me, I've just had them done, but they go
The
down.
graves.
Yeah, and I went, she said, Neil's going to tell us what to start doing or something. And we started talking about it, and it's
There's a big monument over there. Just random trees.
You get to an age of like, you still want to look decent for yourself, don't you?
You can't hold back time.
So let's have a look. Commonwealth War Graves, this is. In there.
What is a lip filler, Tange?
There's so much stuff to stay and do here. Whether you'll be able to get round it all in a day, I don't know, but definitely have to come back. Let's see, heading this way now, see what else we can find. There's another building over there. Oh, there's a school, I think. So there's the school. I wonder if there was a school. This might be the school over there for the children. Some more lovely houses here. Look at these. 18th century houses. God, the Lever family must be loaded making all that soap to build all these for the workers. Coming up to the monument now over here. Wow, look at that. A big monument there. Bit of an information board over there, we'll have a look. Got the garden centre over there.
Over 16,000 steps. Look, I love those windows, the ones upstairs. Yeah, the diamond. Yeah, gorgeous. They're a bit like that in.
All the original features on all the houses. Look, they're doing the post box offers, so that one we are as well. Huh. Chickens. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a museum down there. Let's have a look on this info board over here for you. Hope to see how much it is getting in the museum. Here we go. I think this is to do with the monument over there. There's your monument. Let's see what it says. So we've got To the Fallen. When it was unveiled in 1921, the Port Sunlight War Memorial was dedicated to the men of Lever Brothers Limited, who lost their lives in the First World War. Over 4,000 Lever Brothers employees from factories around the world fought in the conflict. Today is one of the largest and finest war memorials in the United Kingdom. From the firing of the first gun to the winning of victory, our brave men offered themselves and their bodies as a shield and defence for our liberties. We cannot honour these brave men, neither the dead nor the living. They have honoured us. Extract from the Lord Leverhulme's speech at the unveiling of Port Sunlight, the War Memorial, December 1921. On the 7th of September 1914, shortly after the outbreak of the war, 700 employees from Lever Brothers factory in Port Sunlight travelled to Chester to enlist in the 13th Battalion of the Cheshire Regiment. They were the largest group of volunteers to sign up in the country. The central piece of granite on the memorial contains the names of over 500 employees who lost their lives in the First World War. The majority of them are from the Port Sunlight Works and lived in near the village. The memorial was unveiled on the 3rd of December 1921 by 2 Lever Brothers employees, Sergeant Thomas George Ames, if I said that right, who had been blinded at the Battle of the Somme, and Private Robert Cruikshank, the only Lever Brothers employees to be awarded the Victoria Cross. In 1947, a further 118 names were added at the base of the memorial to commemorate the employees of the Lever Brothers Port Sunlight factory who lost their lives both at home and abroad during the Second World War. And here we've got some bronze. The Army, Navy, Air Force and Red Cross are shown in action in 4 of the bronze scenes around the war memorial. The sense of realism and attention to detail in the bronze, the work is what makes the memorial so special. So this is where the war memorial is over there. So we're going to have a look. Here we go, here's the war memorial. Right, here we go. Lots of little figures on the side. So these are the people died of the war. These are not dead, such spirits never die. On the adjoining panels are inscribed the names of those from the offices and works of Lever Brothers, wow, there's a load, Limited, and their associate companies overseas, and also from Port Sunlight, who laid down their lives in the Great War. So it's not just Port Sunlight then, it's, we've got some of my name on there, one of any relatives of mine. Couple of Bennetts there, look. Bennett JB and Bennett JR. So these are over all of the Lever Brothers sites, including abroad, I think, that passed away during the war. It's quite a lot of people. There are the figurines on the top. Little girl and a little boy there. And these are the soldiers fighting during the war. A little boy hiding there behind. I don't know if that was his dad or someone. Got little stones that people have laid, look, all around as well with different inscriptions on that. Port Sunlight. So what's here? There's loads and loads all the way around. Families. So there's erected by the Lever Brothers Limited, company employees in all parts of the British Empire, December the 3rd, 1921. So there you go, there's plenty of seats to sit. To our glorious dead, it says there. These are all the seats all the way around. But we're going down here now, see the price of how much it is to get in the museum. Don't mind a few quid, but depending how big it is, how long it takes you to go round and that. Port Sunlight Museum. There is a hotel, I think, somewhere in this complex of time. I haven't seen it yet though, unless one of their pubs has rooms, because you probably could have 2 days and go around here. There's loads of stuff.
Even like the sculptures on the side. I know. Without the big ones at the top.
And we'll look back at the monument there. Lots of nice flowers. Loads of green space around here, in between all the houses. God, imagine living here and having this on your front door. Nothing compared to where I live. I mean, it's alright where I live, but this is just nice, quiet, pretty. Probably cost a lot to keep the houses up, keep the housing and that. If you did a new window or something, or fix your door, I don't know. Some plants here. Rosa Jubilee Celebrations, it says there. English shrub. Rose with a strong fruity fragrance and a coral pink blossoms or blooms. Be nice to see when they come out. I wonder who looks after all these, and they must have, whether it's the council or people from the village. Loads of plants. Nice, look at them. So there's like a Jubilee garden. English shrubs again. Same as the other ones, I think. Look at them there, little border of plants right outside people's front doors. I don't live on the main road where I live, but it's quite busy though. Cars gone up and down. Oh, what's this? This looks interesting. What does it say?
Position of the sun at certain times of the month.
Well, you can see that it's a sundial. To tell the time, you need the sun. Stand on the month stone, the time will be where your shadow is cast across the pillars.
There you go.
In a circle for British summertime months, outer circle for wintertime months. So you have to stand on whatever month it is. So for summertime, you've got to stand in the outer circle. That's the outer circle for summertime, and the inner circle for winter time.
So 2 then. What does that mean?
And wherever your shadow's pointing is the time.
It's not 2 o'clock.
No, it's the, hang on. The outer circle is for winter months. The inner circle is for the summer months. So it will be 3, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so something past 3.
Yeah.
So that's why your shadow is there, isn't it?
Clever.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, now you know, Maggie. Yeah. You just didn't read the plaque.
I obviously didn't read that.
So there's the months here on the floor. So we're on April. So if I stand on the April, and wherever your shadow's pointing, whether you can see my shadow there, it's just past the 3 there. And the time precisely, let's have a look from your watch. 7 minutes past 3 it is. So yeah, that's about right. So there's my shadow past the 3. So this one here, this row here is for the summer, and the one at the back is for the winter. And it's basically, we're springtime really, but we'll class it as summer, so yeah, 3. So there you go, bit of interest in there for you. So you need to know the time and you forget your watch, come down here. In the olden days when I was little, you should be able to phone the speaking clock, because my granddad, he had a house full of clocks that you had to wind up. He used to stay there every weekend, and before he went to bed on the Friday, he used to go around and wind all the clocks up. He'd phone up the speaking clock first on the telephone to find out what the time was. It doesn't exist anymore, I don't think, the speaking clock. Not that I know of anyway. But that was how you got the time. There was no mobile phones or nothing. Phoned up the speaking clock. Right, here we go, this is the museum here. There we go. Got quite a lot of bunting up around. Not sure if it's just an all year round thing or whether there's something going on. Ah, there's the museum. I was looking at the wrong building, I thought it was up there. That must be like an art gallery then, the other one. So there's your museum. Zoom in for you. There's your museum. So King George Drive, the street is. King George Drive. I'm sure it's getting a bit warmer now. Should have put my hat on and my sun cream. Wow, what's this here? Do not enter the pond basin walk. On the walls, climb the statue. So there's a statue in the middle, and by the look of it, it looks like it'd have water in here maybe. At the minute it's dry. So there's been like a pond. Unless they drain it certain times of the year, I don't know, but a little statue in the middle there. What's on the statue? It's a horse with, there's a person on it. I'm not sure if it's a younger child on the back or another person. And the horse is holding a fish. Probably have a pump somewhere over there.
Oh, it did. Yes, it did. I can't remember what year.
Unless it's health and safety reasons why they've got no water in it. I have no idea. Maybe people want fancy to go for a swim or something.
You should use it as a little sensory thing for kids. Make it one of those.
Sensory.
You know,
More green space. Go out over there. So this is your museum over here.
There's the art gallery. Should we have a little look in that? Or should we see if we have to pay first?
Where's that?
You have to pay in that one, don't you?
You have to pay in that one, yeah. I don't think they do in the art gallery.
You see what they've got?
Let's have a look. It's got all gates round it that don't look open though. This is a different way in. There might be like a passageway, I think, into the field at the back. Little archway there. More fields at the back there. Look at that. Queen. Does that say Queen Marks Drive, I think? I can't really see. And then it says, don't know what that one says next to it though. Let's have a look. It might be open, I don't know, but it's all gates across. You would think it'd be open, or maybe the entrance is on the other side, maybe. Let's go and have a look. Lady Lever Art Gallery. Lady Lever Art Gallery, named after Lady Lever. Yeah, looks like you have to go around this side. More of these houses, more of these lovely houses. God, must be a big factory. Oh. Coffee shop as well. Open.
You think you go in that way? That's the pub there.
Oh. So the cafe's down there. Don't think I can eat any more food though. I think I'm done till breakfast tomorrow now. There's that cake that done me over. Shouldn't have had it. Oh, another monument over there. Look at that one. It's like what's the name of London, isn't it? Nelson's Column.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not Nelson's Column like, but the colour of them houses is nice. More nice flowers here, look. All going up the fence there on the art gallery. This is the art gallery, housing all the pictures. Oh look, that is lucky, isn't it, folks? Where is he? Hello, beauty. There he is, little black cat. Hello. Ah, lovely, isn't he? Well, there are some water there, and that's for him, or maybe it's for the dogs as well. Like, no. Oh. Can't go without saying hello to my friend the cat. Oh, yeah, aren't you beauty? Look at you. Ah, look at you, and you lovely. Yeah? You like a little rub, don't you, on your head?
What you were saying to me? Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant a picture of a cat.
Ah, see you later, cat. Lovely cat.
You've got a nice cushion.
Hello, Puss.
Oh yeah, look. Ah, look. Little bed for him to sleep on. Semi-dry under there. Yeah, but we're not. Little arch over and that. I wonder if it's a stray cat. Because he's got water down there. There's water down there for him. Water down there. And a bed. And the cat. So it might be a stray cat maybe. Hopefully somebody feeds him. Oh, we're in. Yeah, but that's just donate. Don't have to, do you? Right, let's go there and look. Wow. What is that? Well, that's where the toilets are. Look at that. Looks like a secret. Yeah, it is a door. You know where that goes, that secret door. Look at it. Cave door. The one over here, look. Another electric doors there, wow. These doors curved. See as they curve around. And there's the coffee shop underneath. You can hear the rattling over the cutlery and people talking down there. That's mad, isn't it? Got a handle on. Right then, let's go. Have a look around. There we go. Wow. This is lovely, isn't it? Look at this. Little cupboard with ornaments in. That up there. Lovely, lovely pictures. Wow, look at this clock. Love that in my house. How nice is that? a face on the clock. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And the sofa. But just look at the ceiling. Wow. I'm not sure if that's glass in the middle and they've just painted over it with the chandeliers. There's loads of clocks in here. Table and chairs. Look at that. Wow. What does it say? Tapestry and furniture.
Did you not like it on Christmas? Yeah, it is.
Zoom in there so you can read. So some of the tapestries on the wall representing Europe, Asia, Africa and America of the 18th century and in the Soho area of London. Let's have a quick wander around. Oh, that's nice. There's loads of like pictures, tapestries on the wall. Wow. Chair there fit for the king. Or the queen. Look at that clock. Imagine that on your fireplace. Don't think it'd fit on my fireplace though, it's quite wide. And then there's another one there, look. Another clock, grandfather clock, is it? Quite big.
What's the pen name? His pen name's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Added to his positive legacy. She takes it well.
There we go. Wow. So there's a pair of side tables. So these are the side tables. That one is 1730. Oh, they're both 1730 to 1740. Side table is huge. Wonder what you'd have on them. This place is free to get in, but they do ask for donations if you've got spare change. But if you haven't, then don't worry. Because like I said, it's free to get in. Most museums that I've been to have always been free to get in with a small donation if you've got it. But if you haven't, you haven't. Got some more of these tables. So What's this table? 17 sideboard table, 1740. That one is. Sideboard table, 1740. The marble top. So it was generally used for dining in the first half of the 18th century on formal occasions with silver and gilt display pieces. Can you hear, folks? Beautiful, isn't it? God, look at the old furniture. It's like being back at my granny's. Not as posh as these things, but she used to have chairs like that and sideboards. That was the fashion. Wow, wow, look at this. It's going in here. Wow. Another clock. They like their big clocks, don't they? What's that? What's this one? Can hear it ticking. Look at the design on that with the flowers. And here's the bed. 4-poster bed. Look at that with the curtains. All the art on the walls up there, look. 7 kind of ceilings next door. Got the fireplace there. A little cupboard to put your ornaments in. Look at that cupboard. And that one too. Wow. Looks like the Queen's carriage in that little glass cabinet there. So this is the William and Mary room. This is one of the 5 period rooms in the gallery. The flamboyant gilded furniture and formal arrangement of this room reflects the wealth of the powerful families who lived in English great houses of the 17th to 18th century. Must be rich. Because there was no IKEA in them days. All handmade stuff. Let's carry on. Loads of stuff. All of these in here. Ooh. Clock that my granddad used to have. Mirrors. Like them kind of mirrors, nice. Wedgwood. That was a big collectible thing at one time. Don't know whether it's still worth anything. But I know in the family if it's a Wedgwood embroidery. Look at that. Medals, levers, Masonic jewel medals. When Lever died in 1925, his son presented his personal Masonic regalia to the gallery. This included the Masonic jewels. Some recorded the badges of office that Lever held during his association with the movement. Others recorded the lodges that Lever was involved with. So there you go. You can see they've got the set square on them. That's what they have, isn't it? Let's go down here then. We'll peek through here. Toilets. And another artwork. Tapestry there on the wall. What's that? So go on this side and see if we can see what it is. Architectural plans. Oh, is that for the original plan of the internal layout? There was to have a public library on the east side, separate reading rooms for men and women, divided by stock room. After buildings had begun, however, the library was abandoned and the space adapted for art gallery use. There's a floor plan there, look. I like that chair. Wow. Nice chair. Some pottery. Chinese plates. We've got some plates like this at home that we've had dinners on. We've got a couple of them there. Not as fancy as them ones. Look at these. Ale glass. Chinese snuff bottles there. That one there with design on it. Lots of different ones. And here you go, your sunlight soap that Lever Brothers used to make. Household usage. Sunlight soap. There's the soap. Wow. In the boxes. Sunlight soap. And the advertisements for the soap. So these were universal bars of soap. Washing in. Probably wash your clothes with it as well. Probably wash the dishes with it. No idea. Sunlight soap, does this smell better? Toilet and household soaps. There you go. So there's the wrappers, the soap coming. So from pole to pole, 8,000 miles, yet it would only require 200 days for the soap made at Port Sunlight to reach from the north to the south pole at the same rate of protection, an unbroken line of sunlight soap reaching from the earth to the moon. A distance of 225,000 miles could be made in less than 6,000 working days. This means that equal to 1 mile of sunlight soap. These are all the old-fashioned adverts for sunlight soap. And look at the sunlight soap that used to be made here at the Lever Brothers factory before they expanded out into washing powders when washing machines came about. This is a huge place, this is. Yeah, that's how they repair and fix things.
And then we can tell using ultraviolet what's going on at the surface. And we can identify from lots of these methods what's going on specific to different fish. Usually
Another room here, look at this room. Sideboard. Adam room. This is one of 5 period rooms in the gallery. It is recreation rather than destruction from original parts. 1728 to 1792. So Robert Adam was one of the most fashionable late 18th century architects and interior designers. I like the colour on the walls. Blue. Chandelier. Nice fireplace with a big mirror. You can see the glass and that's not there. So this is a little look around the art gallery / museum in Port Sunlight, Lever Brothers Village.
But none of the objects in this room belong to Napoleon. Oh.
Lever and Napoleon was one of William Lever's heroes.
Yeah.
Here we go, folks. There's a little look around here. Batteries are going to die now, but I'll have a bit look around outside. I'm going to have to come back, film some more, because I forgot to bring a battery charger. Never mind, but I think they're coming back this weekend, so I'll have a look around. Because there's more museums to see and churches to go in, and so yeah. I'll turn it off until we get outside now. Save some battery. Just a quick look here, look. Look at the size of that bed. Child's bed. And an adult bed. So here we are at the Port Sunlight Museum. So the price, the other one we went into was free, the art gallery / museum, of course it was free to get in. You can donate if you want, but we didn't bother. But this one is £8 to get in. This will be more about Lever Brothers and the soap factory and all that and stuff. But unfortunately as my battery's dying and it's now nearly 4:30, so the place is shut. We're going to come back again, either tomorrow or the day after, and we can film inside if we're allowed. So yeah, £8, over 60s is £7, child 5 to 16 is £5.50, so under 5s must be free. And a family of 2 plus 2 is 24. It's £8, it's not bad. So maybe for the weekend we'll come and have a look and we can, what's his name, film inside, can't we? So it's got a gift shop and things inside, Sunlight soap. So it might be another video about the museum. This could be a long one that I've done today. Like I said, this village is quite a big village, and there are places that you can stay here so you can spend the weekend, because there's so much to do. You want to take your time going around all those places and all that. A little green space here, all the kids playing football and games. Wow. Oh, another phone box over there, a red one. Wow, so yeah. So we'll have to come back. We've also got the church to look around. Got other places to go in. Maybe check out one of the pubs. So we're going to come back weekend, so we can fit the rest of it in for you guys to see. So it's a bit different for you than Wales. Not far from the Welsh border, to be honest. We come on the train, but you can come in the car. If you come in the car, it's less than an hour from the Welsh border. It's not long at all, and it's not long on the train either. Didn't take us long really from Chester. About 15 minutes on the train from Chester. But then I had a 40-minute bus ride to Chester from where I live in Wales. But if you come in the car, there's plenty of places to park. So this is Port Sunlight on the Wirral. Not far from Birkenhead, Liverpool. Quite easy to find on the maps. Quite a lot to do. So there you go, that was a look around Port Sunlight. Like I said, we're coming back. There's loads more things to film. My battery's now on 10%. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Check out our second video back in Port Sunlight. The Lever Brothers village, who in the 18th century made Sunlight soap, everyday soap to wash with, wash your clothes, your dishes, all rounder soap. And they moved on to the washing powder and the washing liquids, and now it's a big massive company, joined forces with Unilever, and I think they dabble in food and cosmetics and things too now. So this is a great little village to look around. The village for the workers that used to work at Lever Brothers back in the day, the 18th century. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye. Just a quick one before we go. This is the Lever Brothers factory, or Unilever as it's called today. So this would have been the old part of the factory here. And just over there you can see the blue buildings That's the new part where they make all the various washing soaps and all that. So this is just part of the old factory of the Lever brothers. It goes all the way down there, and obviously it goes, you can see there parts of the wall there with the blue roof, which will be part of the old factory as well. Probably got a new roof on it. So that could be one of the old entrances where the workers used to go in. So this is the, imagine living here, one of these, and just having 2 seconds to walk into work.
If you know anyone who's looking for a home, let's have in this one.
This one here?
Yes. This one's going to be for sale. It's not online yet.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that house for sale,
To
folks.
let it go for 130,000.
I got 50p.
I'll have it.
I can do 51p. 51p.
We bought this one 27 years ago.
Yeah.
And then my ex-partner's mum, we moved her into that one.
Yeah.
And she passed away, so we're selling this one.
How much is it on? I forgot my asking.
260.
Really?
Actually.
I thought it'd be a hell of a lot more than that. 260, folks.
You know, it's such a lovely, idyllic place.
It is.
Crimes, that's, my house was 265.
Beautiful. I've never
And it's nothing like this one.
seen it from the train.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a lot
This is a terrace as well, though.
It is. I think
Well, I've
it's
been here a few
even-
times,
Yeah.
and there's places I've just been, and I've
Yes.
never been before.
Yeah, I think I still see houses like,
You got a lot of open green spaces
Yeah,
as well.
nice,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
Yeah.
really nice and quiet, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came
It's a
last,
nice place
was
to
it last
live.
month? No, a couple of months ago, to the theatre to
Yeah.
see the Drifters,
Okay,
and we're coming
yeah,
next
yeah.
Friday to see Tina Turner.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
They have a lot of not really good things on. They've been having farmers markets on.
Yeah.
And, you know, different things.
We've
during
noticed
the
they've
day.
got bunting out leading up
Yeah,
to the
they had a
gallery.
big
Is that?
farmers market
Yeah.
down the Diamond last weekend.
Yeah.
At Easter, and they had an Easter egg hunt or loads of
Oh,
kids
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
So
That's
it's like
it,
kind of
it's
taking
a-
time.
It's
And
a
it's
proper
lovely,
community, isn't
Yeah.
it? You know, it's,
You're close enough if you want to get into the city, haven't you? And other stuff going on there if you feel
Yeah,
it
because
a
I
little
work in
bit.
London a lot, so I'm
Yeah.
15 minutes to Lime Street.
Yeah, and then
to
change.
London,
Yeah.
And then I can come back
It's
here
like
and
another
you've not got
world,
the
isn't it?
stress of
And decompress.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
being
like
in
another
central
world.
London. It's really nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So if you know anyone,
well,
Yes,
I'll do the
well,
lottery.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll let you
Like
know.
I said, I got 51p.
It's a lovely
Okay.
house.
And no
really
more.
pretty.
Gorgeous,
thanks for
isn't
giving
it? How
us
many
the
bedrooms
info.
has it got?
it's 2 bedrooms, but the bedrooms are really good size. You know,
Yeah.
the sitting rooms are really big, and then the upstairs front room is really nice. So, you know.
So there you go, 2-bedroom house on the market for 260, folks. It is a terraced, but still, you've got the view of the park over there. As the gentleman said, it's quiet here. You're only a few minutes away from the train station. Not sure about buses or anything. Lovely.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
There you go, folks, 260 if you fancy a house here in Port Sunlight. 260,000. 2-bed. Lever Brothers, rebuilt 1979. There you go, the old buildings with that added on extras for the modern day workforce. Massive place, all down there. And all of this along here too. All the way down there. And even further. This is how big the factory is. It's probably bigger today as they're producing more different things. But it spans all the way down there. Look at that. Got new roofs on the top, I think. All the way down there. Look at that. There you go, folks. This is where your washing powder is made. So when you buy your washing powder, check on the packet. If it says Lever Brothers, most likely made here or in one of their other factories across the world. Lever Brothers. Unilever as it's called today. We're off back on the train now. Before the trains stop running. I think they run until quite late at night, to be honest. Battery's on 1% now, so see you later. Enjoy. The Lever Brothers factory, known as Unilever today. Making all your washing soaps, cosmetics and other things.